coming to you today after having a week of a bout with the flu or a real strong butt-kicking cold. So I'm not feeling my best right now. So, excuse me, won't be talking much. But as you see, I went to try Linebarrel. I've seen a few videos about this kit, so I even started watching the anime. But it's not too bad. I haven't finished it yet. But I wanted to get an idea of the colors and the purposes and of the parts and things that have been emulated in the model kit, borrowed from the anime con. The anime. So I get an idea what can really color and what can I add to it to make it look even better. I like it because it has no feet. That's pretty cool. And it's a lot bigger and with parts than I thought it would be. Because I think I'm only going to be painting maybe 2 or 3 colors. The red and the gold. Maybe some black. And there's different shades of red because of the... what is it when it's armed, fully armed in combat? That picture's pretty much... See, the gold... They're separate, and that's kind of weird, but something to work on. So let's get right to it. Before I die. Well, I had decided to try to use the Army Painter red primer. Experiment with how it would look with the different reds. And I'm going to give it a first try. With the metallic red. From Tamiya. So, see how that looks. Oh man. That looks really good. I like that. Looks almost like candy. So I can appreciate that. Let me try regular red paint. Okay. They both look really good. That has more sheen, like an eggshell to it. This is smoother. Still very bright. Deeper brilliance. Not too bad. I like that. So, seeing that I have a far more amount of regular red paint, I may just go for that one. So I want the gold to be more shiny, so I just white primer, a little gray for the. I'm gonna make that blue. Of course, the red. Give them a few hours. Be okay. Still haven't decided if I want it to be the metallic blue or just regular blue. And the metallic blue looks a little bit too light for its purpose. For my preferences, rather. I might just do this. Wish there was some sort of other blue I had. Some sort of a gray metallic blue. But I don't want to mix anything up. Besides, I'm still getting over the flu, so I'm just don't have as much energy or drive. So, well, phase 1 is good. Is done. Phase 2 coming up. Now, I will say this: I want to make the swords, scabbards, very much like this. This is something I bought at Indie Comic Con, I think. Of course, it's a sword. But I love this design on the box that it comes in. So I'm going to emulate that on the scabbards of the sword on the model kit, which means I'm going to have to do some hand painting. which I'm okay with. Nice little challenge. Well, man, just so you know, finally done with that. These are the extra pieces that are interchangeable for the Overdrive mode, and then for the regular mode. You're not supposed to be able to put the swords on the arm, but I forced it anyway. I got one of them on there. That's all I need for my model to stand on the shelf. It was a lot of work. I did not panel line this piece, because I'm not going to have it on there for display. Yeah, it's okay. Man, it's work. Let's see the results.